Hello peoples. Well, I am in downtown Los Angeles, the last leg of my tour, the Route 66 road trip for Imelda. This is actually not on Route 66, but this is where she came for her last, she stayed here for 10 days at the Hotel Clark, and I'm going to do that because that is it. Behind me, I don't even know if you can see my hand. It's so right there is Hotel Clark. I'm a little bummed because it's actually closed. I thought it was open, and there was stuff saying it was going to reopen online, and I think my brother thought it was open, and there was an anniversary thing, but it's closed, and some company out of New York owns it or something, so I can't get in there. It's really interesting. I'm just feeling a lot of, right now because I don't know, if you know me, you know I've been to Los Angeles a few times for a convocation, yoga classes and techniques and stuff like that. And I actually stayed at this hotel. I don't know if you can see it. See if I've got it in my camera. Yeah, there it is. That's the Biltmore. That's the Biltmore. So for any of my yogi friends, that's where Paramahansa Yoganandaji passed away, left his body. Fascinating. My mom knew I stayed there. She was alive when I stayed there a couple times, and she's kitty corner from where I stayed and never said, oh, make sure you check out where I stayed. It leaves me more perplexed than ever. Like, I get it. I get it on some level. She's a mom. She doesn't tell her stories, you know. I talk to moms and they say things like, well, I don't tell my kids everything, so I get it. On some level, I really get it. But I stayed within, it's less than a quarter of a mile. What is that? An eighth of a mile? 200 feet? A couple of football fields? It's crazy. Melody, you are so perplexing to me right now. I didn't really think through this post. I just got to where I got and I turned it on. So it's been an amazing trip. I'm so glad I did it. This final destination has just made my head spin out of control right now. But I'm grateful for that because it helps me, inspires me to just dissect this person even more and dive deeper in. I don't know what all this is about, but I'm sure I'm going to find out. For those of you who are wondering, my mother stayed in Los Angeles for a summer, and they traveled. The scrapbook takes them up to San Francisco, and where she saw gays. She talks about seeing the gays. And in just a second, I'll read the letter that she wrote. I'll do it on a different video, but a letter that she wrote when she first arrived in Los Angeles, because it's pretty interesting, at least to me, and I think for people who are following this. So anyway, I'm glad I did it. I'm going to stay here like Imelda for an indeterminate amount of time. I'm a writer. I use my dictionary and thesaurus occasionally. But I am going back and forth to Michigan, and someday I'll drive back, and probably with my husband and maybe my sister. One of my sisters I could convince to go on the road with me again. My mom took the northern route back. I may go back Route 66. I'm not sure. But this is the final leg of this part of the journey. So I'm sure you'll be hearing from me again. I'm going to be working on my show, Warm Cheese, and I hope you'll support that and come out when I start performing it again. And thanks for going on this trip with me. You guys rock. Your support meant a lot. Thank you. Route 66, Road Trip for Imelda 2015. Do one more little post, but pretty much this is it. Bye.